ready to receive. Well, the mailboxes are in place and they're ready to receive the mail. There was a time that they weren't really in place and receiving the mail was not really happening. But now they're there, they're in place, it needs to be painted. But other than that, I think we're done. Unless something else happens, I don't know. We're 8 foot off the road, we got some swing arms. I'm hoping this will survive. It's important to position ourselves so we're ready to receive. In today's devotional, we see that the saints of God are ready to receive the rewards for their service. And I find that interesting because they see themselves as individuals that have served God and now ready to receive. A lot of times today when you take a look at Christianity today is all ready to receive all the rewards now without doing any of the work that the Lord has had us do. That's not what we're talking about. So let's align ourselves with the Word of God. We find ourselves in Revelation chapter 7. The devotionalist backs us up, though, and he puts us in chapter 6. Chapter 6, we have the 4 horsemen. So you've got the seals in here, you've got the 4 horsemen, and after he talks about the 4 horsemen, we find ourselves in verse 9. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge the blood of them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. Now let's think about that for a while. We have a very different view of how things are going to end before the Lord's going to bring everyone in. But what we need to do is we need to really look at the Word of God, because blessed is the man that reads and understands the book of Revelation. You got to ask yourself, who's this for? If you read on, you're going to find yourself in chapter 7, and we've got the sealing of the 144,000, which it's 12,000 from each tribe of Israel. Then we find ourselves in chapter 7, verse 9, it says, After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, out of all the nations, the kindreds of the people, and tongues stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, palms in their hands. So who are these white robes? Verse 13, And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence come they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, These are they which come out of the great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. And so, this is what it looks like to be prepared for the Lord to receive his reward, the time of tribulation. What are we doing in preparation to receive that reward? Do we want it now or do we want it then? Is he our king? You see here they had palms. Those palms make you think back about when the Lord entered into Jerusalem. If he's our king, then we're going to follow what he has to say. We're going to try to understand what his word says and not the edicts of man. I think it's becoming very clear here during this time period, those that want to trust the Lord and follow him, and those that are trusting man. Make sure you're on the Lord's side. Position yourself to be ready to receive the rewards that he has. It's going to be tough times, but just like these columns and how they're tied together, let us be tied together as we see the day approaching. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll see you later.